me see my chat. Close that. Let's refresh. That might solve my problem. Yep, refreshing solved my problem. There we go. All right, there's my chat. Let me know when you want to go start the recording. We already are live.
Yeah, go ahead. We're already live as well.
All right. Welcome back to the Wrestling Mats. I'm a Matt. That's a Matt. Hence the name Wrestling Mats. And this is where we're going to babble about what we just saw in Raw, while also being mildly distracted by Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You should probably check your stream real fast to see how my camera is on your screen, because I lowered my monitor slightly.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm watching. Is
Okay.
I think you're pretty much centered. You're good. If it would have been good, I would have said something like, "Hey, you fixed the one that I see."
Right.
So, that's fine.
All right. Okay. So, Raw happened again.
Yeah.
Anything you want to talk about as it relates directly to Raw? There's a lot of topics to talk about that are indirectly related to Raw, but
yeah, I don't know if I have anything to directly. Just man, it just feels like we're kind of in a rut overall, where it's just kind of like the same kind of programming every week.
I mean, I think the big topics that they're trying to push right now is obviously the return of AJ Lee, which is fantastic. Love AJ Lee, don't get me wrong. You get the AJ Lee CM Punk tag match for WrestlePalooza, which will be huge. Should be great. Love it. Think she did a great job in the promo in the ring tonight as well. So good on her for that. The other thing is the potential heel turn for Jay.
Yeah, that is the one thing while you're talking there. I was just starting to think of like, yeah, it's sort of looking like a heel turn. Sort
Yeah,
of.
it's hard to call it a heel turn right now. It's not full heel. He's just not doing the right thing per se, but he's not doing the wrong thing. He's looking out for family, and that's it.
Ever since Roman got in his ear, it's like, do you not remember how you didn't like that? That you didn't want to get pulled into that, but Roman made you by beating your ass.
Right, exactly. That's the other angle going on, which I think is going fine. I think that's working out well. I know you're super opposed to the idea of Jay becoming a bad guy in any way, shape, or form, but I think they're doing it well, so it's okay.
Say maybe I'm a little bit more open to it, but with how they're doing it so far, he might not necessarily be going quite heel.
Right, exactly. He's not full heel yet, but he's not also doing the right thing. Because I mean, that's literally the terminology that Michael Cole used, is that Jimmy came out and did the right thing. Jay came out to make the save only essentially for Jimmy. So
speared LA Knight out of his boots.
Yeah.
No, we're cool now. No, we're good. I killed him. We're good. Okay.
Right. No, we're good now. He dead.
Yeah. I got them all. We good. Even that one. I came to save that man. No, we're good.
So, yeah, there's that. What else happened in the show? I want to talk about a subject, but I can't talk about a subject without bringing up the other subject, which is every tier in America now has ads. No matter what level, how premium level you are at, you have ads.
Yeah.
In America, that was the subreddit for that went nuts. Everyone's like, do you have ads now? I didn't up until tonight, but now I do. How about you? Yeah, I have ads too tonight. And it seems like someone had a conversation with Netflix customer support, and it's pretty much in America, every tier will have ads. So
This is a show you normally don't have ads on. Did you have
correct.
ads?
Yes. So I said every tier, everybody had ads in America
Oh.
tonight.
So I'm guessing, like, well, man, I don't know. I'm pretty sure with my wife, I have the top tier for Netflix.
I have had a mid tier for Netflix. I would have upgraded to the top if I needed to, but it was a mid tier. Pretty much, it's the mid tier became live events have ads. That's it. It's like I haven't looked. I'm pretty sure my bill is about $20 a month. I think they offer one closer to 30 or 25. Um, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It seems like every level will have ads across the United States because that was the entire conversation on the subreddit tonight. It's a US thing,
Huh.
and that's it. So,
That sucks.
um, yep, everyone complains about the same thing you did, which is it kills the flow. I just went and got something to drink a couple times because what else am I going to do?
Yeah.
Now, the non-American audience and or the VPN using audiences will 100% fill you in if there's anything you need to see. Just check Twitter 20 seconds later.
Yeah.
Like AJ Styles cut a promo saying that it feels like someone doesn't want him here because all of his buddies are on different shows or fired, and they're trying to set him up in a way they can't, have him win. And then Dragon Lee came out and helped him. So, but that kind of stuff will find its way to Twitter. But yeah, there is no tier now where there isn't ads, period, in America. So, according to what it seems like with the conversation I saw that was posted on Reddit as it relates to Netflix, because that was the conversation with the Netflix customer support bot. So,
Wow.
mm-hmm.
So someone finally figured out that your middle tier wasn't getting
No, all
ads.
tiers up at it. Like
Well,
I don't know what to tell you what your problem is.
Well,
There's a whole subreddit of people like myself talking about how we didn't have ads up until today.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right.
I'm saying, like, I think there was some middle tier that got missed because I think that's what you're saying you have is some sort of middle tier.
You haven't even checked which tier you have, to be fair.
I'm pretty sure with my wife, to be fair.
Well, if your wife is like me, she had the top tier at one point, and then just probably never adjusted. Because I never did either. Because it usually will up you to the next tier. Mine never did. So, unless she,
I had a funny thing that went on just this weekend with Peacock because none of the WWE stuff's going to be on there anymore. So I
Saturday Night Main Event.
Oh, Saturday Night Main Event, just that.
And NXT pay-per-views.
Well, okay, so technically I should keep it. Well,
yeah.
I was arguing with her, like she called me arguing with me, like why do we have like commercial ads on this? She was trying to watch stuff with friends as I was going off to do something else. I'm like, I don't know, I don't have the top tier. It's just wrestling stuff. I don't care. They're gonna show ads anyways. She's like, well, I want to upgrade to a higher tier to get rid of ads. I'm like, all right. She's like, what email do you have it under? She's trying to figure out the whole thing. So I'm like, it's this one. I don't know. Good, whatever. So then I noticed a charge on one of the cards saying like, okay, Peacock Premium. Like, okay, I guess she did it and we're paying for more. I go to just casually mention it today while we're watching wrestling together, and she's like, I didn't upgrade it. I'm like, why does it say Peacock Premium now? I didn't upgrade it. So
I think mine says premium as well, but I don't have the premium.
Oh, maybe it's just the charge for the month.
It might just be the way I think mine always says premium, but I don't have premium. Also, it charges back $3. It charges me one thing and then charges me back $3.
That's kind of odd.
Yeah, I think there must have been a promo code or something I used a long time ago that I'm just kind of grandfathered in.
Yeah.
And that's why it does it that way. But yeah, it's very awkward that it does it that way. But I believe it does say premium, and I'm also not premium because I didn't care enough to. Now, the minute I go to watch like Jurassic Park or some nonsense, and I have a commercial as the
in the middle
T
of the
Rex is
movie.
chasing them, yeah, I will 100% be like, I need to upgrade. But I just don't watch enough movies on Peacock to care.
Yeah, I think that's what my wife and friends were going through. She called
Yeah,
me while I was
exactly.
driving, like, "Can I upgrade this?" I'm like, "Should we?" I was going to get rid of it, but
Yeah,
apparently I shouldn't yet.
no, because yeah, Saturday Night Main Event
Hell,
which you can watch on 3, so you don't
I,
actually need it
I,
for that.
yeah, I was gonna say
But the
we got it on
NXT
TV for
pay
that.
per views are also going to be on there still.
I'm surprised they didn't get that over to ESPN. They left one thing over there.
Well, that's probably like the "don't be too mad at us, Peacock, as we
We
abandon you."
we gonna give you crumbs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Give you crumbs
Uh,
for being cool. We're going to Big Daddy now.
yeah, but I mean, it's a dying company. It got saved a little bit by a bailout from ESPN by the NFL, but that's a different story.
Oh, what Peacock did?
No, ESPN.
Oh,
ESPN's been trying to figure out how to right a dying ship for a while now, and then eventually, what happened is NFL bought in like a 10% stake of it, which is why now they have the ESPN app with all the NFL games on the Red Zone channel and stuff like that. It's because the NFL bought a stake of it.
wow.
But yeah, so nevertheless, that's what they're doing. I don't even know who's on NXT anymore at this point. Wesley, Ethan Page,
Yeah, it
Sol
looks like
Ruka.
Ethan Page is doing some work with Chelsea Green, so it's like almost like maybe we ought to try to catch that because it looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's
So
interesting. Well, I guess she still lives down in Florida, so I guess it makes some sense that she's
yeah,
kind of pulling double duty and staying in Florida for NXT stuff as well with Ethan. But
and it doesn't make it too hard if it's just like, I just gotta go up the street and
right,
have some fun.
so yeah, I should probably try to give it a shot, I suppose. But
Yeah, I should too. I'll have to watch it on another day. I'm no longer home on Tuesdays, but oh well.
yep,
Uh, I'll, I'll slowly gravitate towards it, but I think both me and you need some time off after they gutted our women's division and just went like, okay, we were watching that, and you moved it all in different directions.
yep, yep.
Let some folks
And
go,
then don't
moved them
use
up to
any
other
of them.
shows. Yeah, not really using them. Like, she's
No.
Stephanie Vaquer's getting a hell of a break right now.
Yep. Don't know
You're,
why.
so you're at WrestlePalooza. You got nothing else to do. You can't even like wrestle a match. Just I don't know. Maybe up until this point, going kind of hot and heavy with NXT, and then getting onto the main roster and belonging
Could be a
there. And it's
break.
like, okay, we'll give you a break. WrestlePalooza, we're gonna have you show up there. We'll
Give you a month off, essentially.
perhaps they'll slap the belt on her, and it's back to the grindstone. You're gonna
Could be. Could
do
be.
a shitload of appearances. I mean, the what was it? The uh one weekend she did like what four four matches in 24 hours, something like that.
I
She
think
did
it was
like a
like
whole bunch.
48 hours, but yeah.
Yeah, she like did a whole bunch. Did so
Yeah.
much that
She
they mentioned
worked a
it like
ton.
that was quite a bit.
Yeah. That
That
could
was
be. Because they could
that was
just
a
gave
lot
her
of
a
stuff.
month off,
Yeah,
essentially.
I hope that's
100%.
all it is. Maybe she had some sort of slight nagging injury where it's just like, if I have a month off, this will feel fine.
Right. Could have been. Could have been
Who
all kinds of
knows?
stuff. So,
So,
but, and Julia had her issues and she's off TV. And for the most part.
oh, and Wade Barrett clarified why he'd be off TV.
Yep.
Like, we booked this time off for me 9 months ago.
Yep.
I'm simply taking a little bit of a break, and I'll be back in, I think he said, like, a couple of weeks. Something like that, a couple of weeks a month. And he's just like, I'll be back on there and, back to it.
Yep.
I had the ringer off. Um, is I'm kind of forgetting. Is Pat McAfee coming back for Indianapolis WrestlePalooza?
Yeah, he is.
He's like going to commentate that, and
Yeah, he'll be
probably
back for
probably
that.
a one and done. I'm guessing
Seems
for
like it
now.
because it's college game day season for him.
Yeah, he's
Let's see what's come back and make the money because he keeps giving away extra the field goal money on college game day every week.
is that his money?
That's his money.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
He's up there
he's
going
made
like,
that
okay.
mentioned a couple times. That's his money.
He's up there like, okay, $100,000 on the line. Let's see you try it again. I'm like, oh, this time I'm getting it.
Yeah, I mean it was 250K week one.
Oh God. Well, that's how you promote week one.
Yep.
How much? How much would you want to like know how to kick? Show up there and get picked and just lie and be like, oh, I'll roll how to kick. I don't know nothing.
He doesn't
Shake.
always do that. If they've been on like a roll where people have been missing, he'll pick kickers. He will. He'll pick a soccer
Well,
player. He'll pick this or that if they're on a roll with missing. But
well,
now
I'm.
with the
I,
past two made, you might want to lie. You might
yeah.
want to lie.
Well, yeah. I just kind of meant like, you get up there, you lie, you maybe shank one, and he gives you like a double or
Can't
nothing.
guarantee you're going to get the second though. It's a risky move.
Yeah.
You're
Well.
pretty much doubling down and you're hoping, but it's a risky move.
Yeah.
I keep
What?
closing this for some reason and then going to drink like a dumbass.
What does he typically go with the first kick?
I mean, it starts at 50K.
Okay.
And then he kind of plays into the crowd. He plays into the person kicking, and the nature of how big the game is. Sometimes there's a charity match. Sometimes some of the guests will match some part of the charity donation as well, and so sometimes there's some companies involved. But usually he starts his own money about 50K, and if they've been on a dry spell, he'll jump it up pretty quick. I don't know how it's going to go now this year because the first two kicks have been made. So people are camping out, trying to do this as best as possible right now. It's kind of it's a big deal. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we got a little ways off wrestling. Not too bad. Everything was kind of related.
Yeah, Pat McAfee is wrestling adjacent. It's fine.
Yeah. Um. I guess that's just how exciting Raw has kind of been.
Yep.
Kind of throughout the summer, really, right? I mean.
I think so, personally. Yep.
Yeah. That's just kind of.
I mean, they're still building Bailey. I think that's good, but I don't know if at this point there would be any type of good payoff for it. That's my fear.
Yeah.
She had another promo again. What's the score? Get me off the wire cam and get me the score.
Did I
Damn.
miss?
Okay.
Did I miss the promo tonight?
You must have, because she was talking and there was like a silhouette of herself behind her, essentially, like camera phased through. So like when you have film on top of film, essentially double exposure.
Was it?
And
was it like right before the Penta match?
Before or after?
Shoot.
Because I went and shaved during the Penta match, so I was like,
yeah, I ended up going to the bathroom and well, took a little bit.
I just feel like the Penta match was like, I've seen this, I know how this is gonna go. I like Penta, but they're not doing anything with Penta. Penta's just there to put on matches, and that's about it. Dude was as hot as you could be, got a title shot, and then he just kind of faded to really good mid-card matches.
Yeah, that's not how you book Penta. That's crazy.
Well, that's how a lot of people book Penta, because he puts on really good matches, but I always worry about stars like Penta and Ray in Phoenix in this promotion because they're so story driven and so much of it's mic work to build character, and I don't feel like some of the lucha stars do the best at emoting the same way. Like I feel like the women from Japan, they get really used to big arm motions and gestures and emoting almost like anime characters, and it works.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the lucha wrestlers quite portray their emotions the same way, and I think that it makes it a little bit harder to build storylines the way WWE wants to build storylines. I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but that's my way far out looking into it kind of like perspective on it. Like top down is I mean, look at all the main storylines. Everyone's talking. Even Braun Breaker is getting a mic and talking for 10 minutes to start a show. So
Yeah. Uh.
and
Yeah.
the show has started the same way the past like 3 weeks, BTW, and I'm just kind of tired of that too.
Yeah.
It's Bronson Reed and Braun coming out and yelling at people that don't agree with the vision. So
Yeah. It's a little weird right now too that the Vision's kind of like, in a sense, sort of like broken up and doing their own little splitted segments.
well, it only feels broken up because Becky's not. It's not a club. There's no clubhouse. So it's not like the Judgment Day where you have the cohesion feel with the women involved because they all meet together. It's Seth with the Vision or Seth with Becky. And right now, Seth is just with Becky because that is the storyline that's going to make money. That is the storyline they care about going into WrestlePalooza. The AJ Lee return is the only thing that matters, really, out of that group.
Yeah, it's just a little weird in a sense with them kind of doing it in the fairness thing of just like it's husband and wife power couples versus each other when the two other henchmen could show up for Seth's side, but we're not seeing that. It,
Yeah, I think that this is the one time where, well, maybe a henchman gets involved, but I doubt it because I think people would be really angry if the AJ Lee return got spoiled by Bronson fucking Reed. I just
yeah,
think,
I yeah, I mean I do get that. I get why they're doing it, but in a sense, this is one of those things that in like kind of like in wrestling just kind of takes me out of it because it's just like, what about the rest of your crew there? Wouldn't they be
right.
interfering? Could they interfere just to take bumps, like
They could, for
the
sure.
like sort of like the Rock fighting DX? You know, it
Right.
just that's sort of an idea.
The only problem is, I mean, it is a mixed tag match, so I mean, they don't have too big
Yeah,
of a problem with a woman hitting a guy on screen. That can happen. So maybe that happens where AJ lands a shot on Bronson Reed or something, but that's going to be about the extent of what's going to happen. So it makes it tough because then it makes it literally 4-on-1 because Becky can hit Punk too. So it's 4-on-1, and all AJ can do is fight off Becky essentially. So
yeah,
um,
yeah. I get it, but part of that which takes me out of it is just like the the faction that are essentially heels aren't going to do the heel thing and go interfere when they're actually going like, oh yeah, we'll keep this even. It was just the intergender tag match with husband and wife versus husband and wife. It's just that part sort of always loses me. It makes sense why they're doing it, but in my head I'm just like, you got those two other guys, have them come out.
you would think that's how that would go.
I mean, at least they could at least have Heyman out there
They
yelling at
they've written
everybody.
Heyman off for a little bit. I wonder if he's on his honeymoon now or whatever
Oh, he was getting married. That's right.
because they've kind of written him off, and the crew
Yeah.
is the Vision is all pissed that Roman put him in the hospital,
Yeah.
and so
So they put Roman in the hospital.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah, just not a hell of a lot to say about this week's, and we keep kind of getting into this with this show.
Yeah, I mean they're not really progressing any story. If they progress any storylines, it's one at a time,
Yeah.
and and they do progress the other storylines, but it's so minimal that it's not worth talking about. Like you could talk about the slight progression in the El Grande Americano storyline. You could talk about the progression in the tag match that's going to happen at some point with Nikki Bella and Rhea Ripley versus Asuka and Kairi Sane. You can talk about all of this stuff that could come up, but it's just so they progress the story one grain of sand at a time, and that's about all that happens, and it's not worth talking about.
This is the first time the wife got to see El Grande Americano. She went, he's a cup of coffee?
Yeah. Yep. Accurate.
His name literally means a large Americano. Yeah.
Yep.
As they're telling her who it supposedly is under the mask and who it used to be and all that. And
I do give him a lot of credit. He wrestles with a few more lucha-esque style moves, and then he oversells a lot of the contact because his character is kind of a comedic character.
Yeah.
So I do kind of like respect the way that he's playing the character.
And she doesn't totally get it because she's like, "What insult to like actual luchadors?" I'm like, "That's the point.
That is 100% the point.
He's being the heel of this piece of shit's making fun of us. Kill him."
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Uh-huh.
So the Bears.
I thought they were in field goal range. What the hell happened?
Dude got mobbed and stripped of the ball.
Oh.
As far as what I saw, and they didn't. Well, I think they might have thrown a flag, but I don't have the sound on because we're doing this, so right. I don't really know. So we might have to recap the end there, figure out what happened. But
yeah.
Oh boy.
Special start time next week, 7:00.
Oh, it's okay. I gotta remember that for next week. Oh, so basically, rush home and not rush home, but come home right away and get here and start watching.
Yeah, they probably feel like they lost some viewers as this game was getting good, and that's probably what they wanted to avoid. Yeah. And they start an hour earlier than their show can be ending at like halftime.
Yeah.
And they probably feel like they won't lose as many viewers because that's probably what this is for, is to battle that. And additionally, what another reason for it is that they do split the ratings a little bit, where even if Raw does keep, I mean, it's Netflix. I don't know if Netflix really I guess maybe Netflix is trying to save their own ratings, but at the same time, I'm sure WWE would love it because it goes, look, we'll give you all the ratings back to ESPN, our new favorite parent company. Not parent company, but our new favorite partner for the second half of Monday Night Football on ESPN. You know what I mean? Like, we won't steal any of the ratings away from that with Raw.
Yeah.
So I think there might be a little bit of that going on. But
oh yeah, that might be some of it. And we just lost him. That's fun. Get him back. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we did that.
Yeah. That has been a minute. But yeah, you kind of make a good point that them now being on the ESPN thing for PLUs, that over on Monday night they get some of that time share removed, so people don't have to pick between the two. That's a good point you got there. I didn't think of that.
You know, they'll probably present it to Netflix, or Netflix probably presented to them as like, hey, let's not lose the ratings to Monday Night Football. And W Eastern are going, yes, let's not lose the ratings. Then they're going over to ESPN going, look, we're going to start at 7. So the second half of Monday Night Football is all yours. Everybody can just watch it.
Yeah, it's the one thing when WWE kind of became the monopoly way back when, where they're just like, oh, wait. What do you mean we don't have any competition? Everything's competition with us. Well, Monday Night Football is one of those things. I do agree with you. That
Mm-hmm.
one is. But I don't solely agree with them when they made that statement because you killed the other main shit.
Yep. Yep.
And that's when wrestling got bad.
Mm-hmm. Because no one had to take any chances.
Didn't need to take any chances. They weren't spending the funds to do things like we're gonna blow up the semi or pour cement in this friggin' classic
Limousine,
car and
or yeah,
bust
Corvette, I
out the
think it was.
windows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I
know,
mean, then you should be watching AEW where they blow up limousines and crush stuff with steamrollers.
yeah.
Because they do that over there.
I should. I should start doing that more often. I'm trying to. I'm trying to
It's
actually at
hard.
least
There's a
have
lot
it
of
on.
wrestling. There's too much wrestling.
I'm
Is
at
the
least trying
problem?
to have it on one of my monitors where it's like, okay, I'm playing some game and this is also here, so I can check this
Right.
a little bit. So it's like almost like weaning myself into it, where I'll just be like, I just want to watch this every Wednesday. Never mind.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's why I have the two TV set up myself, so I can game or watch what I want to watch while almost working. Because I watch wrestling, if that makes sense.
that makes sense.
Um. So, but yeah, I think it's fine. I think they're just setting up the major things they want to set up for WrestlePalooza, and that's where we're at, which is AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Seth and Becky. Some type of, I don't think there'll be a tag match involved, but some type of Jay scenario where he continues to just do for Jay, and that's it. And Jimmy, I think the family aspect is going to be there for a long time. I think Jay's final, form, his final evolution will be when he turns on Jay, but that won't happen right away.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or it could be setting up a thing where they're kind of getting the band back together, the Bloodline, the original Bloodline, and starting to work towards that.
they could, but I don't know if Jay's character is showing any signs of being anything besides the alpha, and that ain't gonna happen with Roman.
Uh, I don't know if I agree.
I mean, you might
Like,
be right.
like
I'm just
as in, like they I almost kind of already saw it where they kind of where like Roman kind of recognized him as like being on his level, sort of a mutual respect thing where it's like, okay, well,
yeah, but are you gonna go and acknowledge the tribal chiefs?
well, no, I could still see it as acknowledge Roman, but maybe Roman's not the one that has the title.
I mean, maybe it just doesn't. To me, it doesn't fit in my mind with the way Roman's been built this entire time.
Yeah.
But I
How,
think
however, there's a way they could go with that where they kind of start to build towards that, and then Jay and Roman butt heads, and you have those two have an eternal squabble where, before it was to drag Jay into the bloodline, Roman won, I think, repeatedly to do that to Jay.
right,
This time you go the opposite way and have Jay win over Roman.
you
That
could.
that would be like some long long storytelling in a sense of
Yeah, you're
like
not wrong. Could work. I just don't know if they're ever gonna do it to Roman. I don't know if they're ever gonna make Roman the second fiddle. They literally tried for a decade to make Roman the guy.
yeah.
I mean, so many times they try to shove Roman down our throat over and over. And I guess long term wise, they were right because he's good. But man, we
Eh,
didn't see it for 7 years, and then it took another
well,
4 with the bloodline before we cared.
yeah, I mean it. Yeah, it's just from how they did it. But here you got someone from the same blood here that the fans picked, and I don't know. In a sense, maybe he's not as good because we talk about him getting blown up just from his entrance, just starting the match winded, and perhaps that's just the. I mean, perhaps that's why they took the belt off him to begin with, where it's like, hey man, you gotta work on your fucking cardio. You fucking match hasn't started, and you're kind of done like the Ultimate Warrior used to be.
Yeah.
You take too much out of yourself. Well,
Yeah. Don't know. Don't don't know. They also just like to build people up, cash in as much as they can, and move on. They do that too. I mean, not completely. They'll still keep you around, but they want to cash in like lottery tickets essentially.
yeah, and really probably from when Jay really got hot was probably not this WrestleMania, but the one before that where Roman lost to Cody. That was probably peak, and they kind of missed it there. So the next year around, they cashed in and just like
See,
we
I
better
don't even
cash
know if
in
they
now.
missed it. I don't even think they missed it because I think Jay's character was more of a moneymaker. Still is now. A guy could still have a title and all that stuff. I don't want to say like it's over by any means, but I think the and a lot of times this is probably the case. The gold is in the guy chasing. Like
Yeah,
winning the title is the crescendo of the movie, so to speak, of the story. So your build and your build and your build and your build and your build is where you're gonna get the most, bang for your buck. Then the win obviously is going to be the final, like the payoff. But anything after that, it's tough if you're a good guy to keep that going. Like even your non-good guys that, even your good guys that hold the belt, like I can't think of besides John Cena a good guy that held the belt for any period of time, really.
yeah,
Even like Austin's an anti-hero. Like he's gonna do stuff that isn't necessarily great all the
yeah.
time.
And they were always finding ways to bullshit strip the belt from him. So
Yeah, usually back to McMahon or someone in corporate.
yeah,
But yeah, but good guys with the belt. I mean, Hogan had it forever.
yeah, yeah. That was a little bit of a different beast because he was just
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like even like
yeah,
I can't think of besides. I mean, Cody, I guess, but they literally made Cody the next John Cena. That's what they did. They made
yeah,
Cody. I mean, even with the Make a Wish stuff. So,
yeah.
um, yeah, I don't feel like they've ever really tried to do that with Jay, but
Well,
uh,
I mean,
not to the same extent as they did
he,
with Cody. And
he's still got. I mean, he's still got more time in his career as far as
oh,
we can
plenty,
tell. So
plenty. They got plenty of time, and they're gonna do more with it. But I just to me, like I know that it felt like the year before was the right cash in, but from a business standpoint, to me, it kind of feels like that chase gets you more money than anything. The chase is you're gonna milk every cent you can out of the chase because the chase is gonna make you a lot of money. Then you're gonna make uh, the biggest bang, the biggest pop. But when you finally think that you've drained as much water out of this, the sponge as possible, let the win happen. That will reignite it, and then after that, I think it's hard to maintain. So I think they purposely wanted to let Jay take that chasing route and just build the fan interaction that whole extra year. And I think that, I mean, from a business standpoint, I think they nailed it. From a storyline and for Jay's career and for the fan base, I don't know if the extra year was necessary, but I think from a business standpoint, they probably made more money that way in hindsight.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Even currently, he doesn't seem to have cooled off with the fans.
Nope.
It's still pretty much pretty red hot for him right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I wonder if the merch sales have stayed as hot. Not that they're bad. I'm sure people are constantly buying one, but I think, um,
you see his shirt tonight.
yeah,
Monday, not Night Raw. Man, it's hard to say.
Yeah,
Monday.
I mean,
Difficult to fucking say. But yeah, and that segment with all of them all wearing black and reintroducing my wife to wrestling, with that being like the first real segment, she's like, "What the fuck's going on here?" I'm like, it's hard to follow. They're all wearing black. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Who, the person in black or this other one in black? And then these two goons in black. Like, yeah, it's not helping, is it? Ugh.
I'm seeing how much new stuff they got for Jay. Jay has a robe. You can buy a robe.
Oh yeah.
$84 the normal price for this robe.
Depends how, you know, good the material is made out of, and then maybe I'd say, all right, that's fair enough. But if it's some cheapo piece of crap, then no.
I mean,
Like
it's a
this
robe that says Yeet on it.
this towel to put it on my door. I mean, that was. I mean, you ain't gonna be, you know, using it on yourself. That's why I put it on the door. It's that towel's paper
Right.
thin. It's just I got it for the print.
Right,
It's
exactly.
just like
It might as well
I'm
be
not,
a flag.
yeah, pretty much that's what I'm using it as. Cause like I wasn't gonna get a shirt that had all that shit on there, cause I'm like, that's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much going on. Especially for me, when I don't have a tan, pale white man, I can't pull that off. It's just, ah, no good. I can't do it. We like to do it. I can't do it. It looks good. Yeah, I can't do it. So, I just can't. Wear a shirt like that, and you're just like, this shirt has more personality than I have. Fuck. I like to think I have quite a bit, but I don't have that much. Fuck.
It's a high bar that the
Yeah,
shirt's
shit.
setting, for sure. The shirt is setting a very high bar.
It is. I don't know what that Disney parade was that I sent you that link to, but Woody just yeeting back at the kid that was
Yeah.
in that parade.
It was pretty good.
Toy
It was
Story
pretty good.
parade. Just like he points out, "I see you, Moose."
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah, if I was doing that stuff, that's the stuff I'd be looking out for. It's like, hey, that kid's eating at me. I'm gonna eat back at him. What are we looking at now?
Just the thoughts of what the start time change will do and why.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if the first night's gonna not be so great for him, because a lot of people are still gonna forget.
Could hurt the first hour, for sure.
Probably at least for next week, the first hour is gonna hurt just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's probably a tweet that says I hate football right now, come to think of it.
Well,
let's see real fast. Get an update on this. Do you have time to yet? Couple ads. Oh, either he hasn't cared enough to do it or he hasn't had a chance enough to do it.
This is who?
Seth Rollins, whenever the Bears loses, tweets, "I hate football."
Oh.
So I just wanted to see if that was a thing yet.
Yeah, probably in the next 8 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be around in the next 8 minutes.
I don't plan on dying. That sounded
I
ominous with
I
your word.
I mean it as like we hit that wall of like I think we kind of ran out of stuff here. Maybe we should call it.
Yeah, we could do that.
'Cause,
It's going on midnight. We've been going for 45 minutes, but a show about a whole lot of nothing.
yeah.
So,
Thanks WWE.
yeah.
That's kind of as what you're giving us. We're picking what meat we can off of the bone that's already been picked.
And I love AJ being there, but I mean, that's all anybody's going to talk about because it's all that they really did was AJ Lee's segment.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's really gonna be. That's really gonna be it.
yep. The 20th is a very busy day, by the way. It's not this Saturday. It's WrestlePalooza. AEW All Out is that same day. They moved the start time for that up to like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. So it doesn't compete head to head with AJ Lee's match.
Oh boy.
So there's those two things. I'm blanking. There's like 4 other things that all happen on the 20th. The 20th is packed. So, but yeah, I think that's a good place to call it.
Yeah.
So it's been fun. Hopefully, Raw gives us more to go with next week and not just commercials. If I'm gonna get ads, you better give us actual good stuff.
Yeah. Everyone adds the.
Oh, we were just about to call it a night, Ghostface.
I just shows up as we're calling it.
Yes. Okay, what do you got to say about tonight? I've got stuff to write out still, and I got to take a shower and stuff yet. But we love you, so let's hear what you got to say about tonight. Because we didn't have much good to say about tonight,
No.
and the fact that it seems like every tier now has ads in America, that sucked. Bailey's doing okay, but I don't know if you're going to pay that off well. Yeah, no, it's just you're absolutely right. It's Jay's just losing it. They hinted at that when Roman talked to him a few weeks ago, and he's just been going more and more for Jay or for the family. They haven't really distinguished the difference just yet. He might be full bloodline associated, or he might just be out for Jay. I don't know. Right now, it seems like he's out to help Jimmy as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. You are speaking to the masses on that one. That people have wanted to see LA Knight do something for years, and they just won't let him do it. They just won't give that poor man a chance with the title. I'm with you.
He's
SummerSlam.
He's such a great speaker and performer. He could potentially be like another Rock, Stone Cold in his own vein, but you gotta give him the football, man.
Yep, they won't do it. He was over. Not SummerSlam this year, not SummerSlam Cleveland last year. He was over SummerSlam Detroit the year before that. They had the 20-man battle royal, and like 3 people got to come out with entrances, and he was one of them. And you knew they were going to do it for him just because they wanted to give the crowd what they wanted, the LA Knight entrance.
Man.
I don't know if he gave up on him, but I agree that they brought him in with this massive push as it relates to Penta. Ghostface is saying that he feels like he's tired of Penta taking the L's, and Triple H gave up on him as a single star. Definitely came in hot and then has toned him down and cooled off with it. He's kind of been relegated to mid-card matches that are really good, and then he loses, like you say. I don't know if they have a good way to push them. I feel like a lot of the lucha stars don't get the pushes they deserve because they have a hard time carrying storylines the way WWE wants them to carry storylines. I could be wrong, but that's kind of, there's a lot of Mike, there's a lot of storytelling. I mean,
Ultimately, that might be what they have to do with them. Tag team them.
they're very good as a tag team. They showed up separately, and maybe they want to work separately for a little while because they've been a tag team, but and see how it goes. But you cannot do wrong putting those two together as a team. I just don't know if that's what they want. I should watch that match back. I didn't watch it close enough to pay attention to how Nikki was moving.
Uh,
Honestly,
yeah. Maybe she was just having a hard time communicating with Asuka. That's the only
it could have
thing.
been that.
Because
I
I
didn't
kind of
think
noticed
about
that
that.
too, but I think it was from them just trying to communicate. And I don't think she's ever worked with Asuka, has she?
Asuka was there in 2012 but in NXT.
Yeah,
I don't know what year Nikki left. I don't remember. Maybe 2015. They probably have had matches, but I don't know because Paige came up well before Asuka did, and Paige was with Nikki, but I don't know if Asuka got up in time for that. I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah,
Asuka ran the women's NXT division for a very long time.
I always wonder that when there's a bit of the language barrier and it's two folks that haven't worked together yet.
Probably is a little bit harder to call a match in that scenario. Yeah.
A little bit. Some of the stuff I saw, Asuka had to kind of telegraph, like, okay, I'm set up for this, now come run into it on purpose. So,
Yeah. I kind of figured Asuka would win. I kind of figured there might be some type of interference too, but or that Asuka would try to make a point out of Nikki as well. But it was just a normal match.
yeah. Well,
Do you think they're going to pay off the Bailey situation? They keep making pretty good promos, but I don't know if they're going to pay it off. But it got proper messy. The lift up, knees straight up connected on her forehead, and then she just kept taking the kicks in the face. No, barely hitting at all. I'll have to rewatch. I'll be honest with you. I was doing other things at the same time. The match was on. I was keeping an eye on like who will win and any major issues, but I wasn't paying enough attention to.
I was watching, but I kind of don't remember that spot, even though I was just sitting there watching. So, yeah, maybe I need to watch that back and see what you're talking about there, because I must have just not noticed it, or just been like, oh, that's wrestling.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, Nikki had the rough issue where she took the elbow drop that displaced her, implant, and then in that match against the tag match with Naya, no Piper Nevin, I think it was.
Oh yeah, she squished her implant through her ribs.
Yeah,
Oh
so
God.
I'm wondering if maybe there's some hesitation because it went a little rough at first, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, that might be a way for them to go with it for
Bailey.
Bailey. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. That would. You're right. That makes the most sense, but I agree with you. That's not a good enough payoff for the vignettes they're doing. So yeah, I could see her doing the comeback as the hugger, like you say, and then snap it every so often and do the ding dong uh, craziness, more of an evil character thing. Unless she takes the ding dong character to a lot like a more extreme level.
Yeah. I don't,
Unless like she really snaps, like
so we're gonna make just Bailey crazy.
right. But she couldn't just like it'd have to go from like hugger to like Wyatt sick member almost with how crazy she'd have to be.
Well,
She's definitely going to hug Lyra. Let's not kid ourselves. Her first action will be to hug Lyra.
yeah, if they go that route of making her the hugger again in any instance, yeah, it's gonna be like to kind of like try to make friends with her again. Oh, I'm gonna hug
Right.
you, my friend.
Now I wonder. Well, I wonder how they'll do the snapped segments. Will they be like snapped where like they're in the ring and she does something because something doesn't go her way, or will it just be like 1 minute Bailey's a hugger and the next minute she's just crawling around the backstage segment, like crawling around the backstage doing weird stuff, like
Like
snapped
crawling
almost
around the
full.
backstage, that's enough to be like, what the fuck's the matter with her?
Right, going full crazy essentially. But I just thought Roxanne turning face for a bit and playing up into AJ mom stuff just to turn on her could be really good storytelling. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if AJ wants to stay around that long, I could see it. That would be good stuff. Um, hmm. Hmm. I don't. The only other person I could see AJ working with besides um, Roxanne, and that one makes way more sense, would be Liv because they're both New Jersey girls. AJ and Liv are both New Jersey girls, if I'm not mistaken, so they could be like a battle for New Jersey type of deal. But oh, I know what that makes a lot of sense actually. The more I think about it, because if Liv does, no, Liv ain't gonna have me backup. Unless I guess I think she'll face Roxanne and Bailey during this run. Could see Roxanne. I wouldn't mind seeing Bailey, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Roxanne makes a lot of sense. I'm trying to figure out how you work in the Judgment Day and Liv with Roxanne and AJ. And the only thing I can think of is if Liv comes back, Raquel immediately joins back up with Liv, drops Roxanne, then Roxanne runs and finds mom, AJ, for backup. And
Yeah,
then you have,
that would make the most sense.
yeah, then eventually you have Roxanne turn on AJ. That all fits. That could definitely make a lot of sense. Dom tries to move on AJ at some point.
Oh, I already saw someone on Instagram doing a meme like that where it's just like, okay, Dom has a new target.
Yeah,
It's just
target
AJ
acquired.
Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that today. I was just like, oh, a little quick, but okay. Though I've also seen the thing for many months now that Dom is like the women's title belt.
Yeah, pretty much. That's been a thing for a
Why are
while.
you trying to acquire him, not the actual belt?
Why do I not remember AJ facing Bailey on NXT? I believe she did. I don't get me wrong. I 100% believe it. I just don't know why I don't remember it. I mean, I remember Bailey doing a lot of fun stuff in NXT that kind of got her talked about. The hugger aspect was one thing, but then at a house show, she came out semi dressed as Finn Balor and did Finn Balor's entrance, like the whole arms thing every time. And I'm pretty sure that Finn came out as the hugger at that house show too. Yeah.
I'd
Um,
love to see that.
um, so she did a bunch of fun stuff, and then obviously the Sasha Bailey Iron Woman match put them both well above a lot of people's expectations. But I'd love to remember that match. I don't remember that match. But yeah, it makes sense. I mean, especially if she did that, I would makes a lot of sense to have AJ face Bailey. I just don't know what you're gonna book AJ the face versus Bailey the crazy chick. I guess. Huh. No, sounds like a good match though. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's gonna dethrone Dom for anything at this point right now. They're not gonna put the main title on him because obviously, but
Again, they don't also need to do it.
Right, but he doesn't also need the IC belt, but he's going to keep it.
He doesn't need that, but it's kind of good in a way for him to kind of hold it at bay from anyone else and be like, "You're never gonna get this, because I'm
I
Dominic
almost feel like at this
Mysterio."
point, I think getting the belt helped him. I now think he helps the belt.
Yeah,
I think his popularity is high enough that it actually helps the belt itself.
that belt has almost always needed some help, so yeah, it's pretty good that he has it. Ugh.
Um, was Ivy one of them? I thought Ivy Nile was one of the El Grandes one time
At like what, a
too.
house show?
No, at a Raw when there was like 4 or 5 of them. I thought she was one that was speculated.
Oh, like put on the mask and just
Yeah,
interfere.
had a, like a red, white, and blue like windbreaker on and stuff. I remember. I don't remember the answer she gave, but I remember. I think Chris Van Leek or whatever his name is, who does all the podcast interviews, talking to her about it. So, but yeah, I mean, otherwise, yeah, Ludwig, Gable, Dunn, Bate. That is 4. We live in America, so we had to find that on Twitter because now every tier of Netflix has ads, supposedly according to the Netflix customer service. That's a good question. I don't know who he thinks doesn't think he should be there anymore. It'd have to be somebody higher up, right? Because you have to, if you're going to claim that they don't want you there anymore. The Good Brothers got fired, so they're gone, and someone had to have the power to send Meechin to SmackDown. So it has to be someone higher up. That was his claim during the commercial break.
Interesting to kind of just do a bit of a shoot well, yeah, I guess
Could
promo
because
there.
he wants to retire soon. He came back for a run, and he's never had a chance. He could have got a small chance, and then he hurt his ankle foot at with that uh, neck breaker he does. But since he came back since then, he really hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Unless this was a cross style shoot, I'm thinking Triple H. His son did agree with that Instagram comment. I It could be Triple H, but then you can't really build a match there because I don't think Trips is going to have a match after the heart condition he had. So you're not really building up a story. So it could just be a shoot. You could feel that way because you come back for a serious run that, try to have one last good run, and then you're the comedic side piece to Dom for a part of your, part of your last run. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe he's
Did a really
not
good
over.
job at it, but
He was fantastic. It was funny.
yeah.
Him doing the whole thing dressed as a janitor at some point, and then also, you know,
But
t-
not exactly what he.
praying, telling God to not listen to Dom's prayers.
Eh.
Could be that. Could be Heyman. That's a good one, but I feel like there's so many Seth matches to be set up between now and Mania. I don't know if Seth AJ3 is on the docket. I'd love it to be, because that'd be a fantastic match. But it would fit too, because he could say that, the person is, the next promo he does during a commercial break could say something along the lines of, these people don't have a vision for me, obviously, here. Something along those lines, hinting at the vision being the ones that don't want him there.
Now all of a sudden you hear "burn it down."
You could. And that goes hand in hand. If Heyman and he had issues, being that Heyman's part of the vision, that makes a lot of sense. So you could work it that way for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, there's quite a lot of these possibilities that they're just not going with.
Well, I think there's a lot they're going with, but they don't have to make a decision right now. They're only going to push one major or two major storylines at a time. The rest of them they're progressing, like I was saying earlier, one sand granular at a time. It's hard to talk about it because there's not enough going on to talk about.
Yeah. That's why we were kind of struggling before Ghostface got in here. It's just like we were just quite a lot of these subjects we already kind of touched on, but it's just like
It's good to know that we're not the only ones that feel that way, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't really pay attention to who got Gallows and Anderson released, but that would make sense. Heyman has that kind of pull, and he could have done it. So yeah, it could be an AJ versus the Vision. That could also be why he talked about how he has no backup. Because if he goes into a match with Seth, he ain't gonna have any backup.
Yeah.
I don't want to give him that much credit. I doubt they're putting together the War Games teams already, are they? Like AJ's good guy team in November versus the Vision's bad guys team. They're not hinting at that now, are they? I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm not going to give that much credit to him. Hey, okay. That could very well be the case. I don't know why I don't remember hearing about this beef between Heyman and AJ, but again, Heyman has that kind of pull, so I'm not surprised. I don't think the Good Brothers were ever happy there either, though. There only was a very short time where they got to be. I think they were probably happy traveling with Meechin and AJ. Don't get me wrong, but in terms of their characters, I mean, they immediately made them into comedic characters right off the bat. They didn't really let them come in and be dominant characters in any way, shape, or form. They were doing weird skits most of the time. Which they're funny guys. I don't think they would probably hate, but I think they probably hated that their run in WWE started that way.
Yeah, they're two pretty imposing figures as a tag team. You kind of want to do more than just comedy skits.
Yeah, it's kind of how they started. They were like scientists in one, and then they just did quite a few skits that way.
I think I'm lucky to miss that. I saw them where I'm like, oh, these guys can be pretty imposing, and then they were out of the company eventually after that.
They lagged around for a while in the company, but I guess I have to go. I'm being summoned. I have to go.
All right.
So,
well,
sorry, Ghostface. I got other things I have to attend to. Unfortunately, that's household related.
We got another 25 minutes out of it. We were going to call it about 45 minutes in.
But I better go because I'm being summoned like 14 times now. So it's been fun, and we'll be back again. And sorry, Ghostface. Catch me on Twitter if you want to keep talking. I have no problem talking still, but yeah, okay. Good to know. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ghostface. Sorry to cut it short like that. Just I'm literally being yelled for as we speak. So that's about it. But catch me on Twitter if you want to keep talking.